LED or laser, again I'm saying that is having different spectral components. Because of these spectral components variations, there may be change in the refractive index. When the refractive index is d square n or n1 by d lambda square is not equal to 0, then we will get the material dispersion. In the same manner, here we have some wavelengths. These wavelengths are reaching at the destination with a different wavelengths. Each spectral component is having one wavelength. Because of these wavelength variations, there may be change in the index of difference in the index of refraction. Between the core and cladding. Waveguide dispersion is significant only in fibers carrying 5 to 10 modes. In multi-mode fibers, it will occur. Since multi-mode optical fibers carry hundreds of modes, they will not have observable waveguide dispersion. If you have more modes, those are not observable. And the group delay arising due to waveguide dispersion is T tau z, T omega wz waveguide dispersion is L by C into N2 plus N2 delta T VB by dk, d by dk of kb. So basically, we have one derivation. I will show that waveguide dispersion is this one. So actually, we have read this analysis. Waveguide dispersion is similar type of the pulse spreading that occurs due to variation in group velocity as a function of wavelength. Okay. So each mode is reaching at the destination with a different wavelength. Because of this variation in the wavelengths, there may be some particular dispersion. This is the important point. This part you can write. Dispersion is another type pulse broadening that occurs due to variation in group velocity as a function of wavelength for a particular mode. These are all you can write. Whenever I am explaining these factors or these points, you have to just recall the material dispersion also. Both are similar. Fiber is said to exhibit waveguide dispersion when the second differential of the propagation constant with respect to wavelength is not equal to 0. In material dispersion, d square n1 by d lambda square is not equal to 0. In waveguide dispersion, d square beta by d lambda square is not equal to 0. The second differential of the propagation constant here. There, the second differential of the core refractive index is n or refractive index n. You may write either for core or just refractive index d square n by d lambda square or d square n1 by d lambda square is not equal to 0. Here also the second differential of the propagation constant is not equal to 0. So this waveguide dispersion is less compared to the material dispersion. You can write another point. Waveguide dispersion is less compared to the material dispersion. Expression for waveguide dispersion. This is a somewhat different expression. To calculate or to evaluate the expression, let us consider the group delay tau z in terms of normalized propagation constant. I already told you in the first chapter, V is a normalized propagation constant. That is referred as B is equal to 1 minus U by V whole square. Propagation constant. First one is d square beta by d lambda is not equal to the first equation. And the expression is for normalized propagation constant. B, normalized propagation constant B is 1 minus U by V whole square, where U is the radial propagation constant. This is the U. A into n1 square k square minus beta square whole power 1 by 2. Otherwise, A into square root of n1 square k square beta square. And V is the normalized frequency number, V number. We know that, V number. Those two we have to substitute here. Then we'll get normalized propagation constant. So V is 2 pi a by lambda into NA. Parallel you're writing or not? All of you. Up to second equation is over. In the same manner, what is U also can write? Radial propagation constant. Radial propagation constant. A into square root of n1 square k square minus beta square. Then V is a V number, that is 2 pi a by lambda into NA. We know that. And A into 2 pi a by lambda into NA. Here 2 pi by lambda is nothing but K. 2 pi by lambda is nothing but K. A into K into NA. A into K into NA is, we know that in terms of refractive indices I am writing square root of n1 square minus n2 square. V is equal to AK into n1 square minus n2 square. Substitute this U and V in second equation. U and V in second equation. Then you'll get V is equal to 1 minus U by V whole square. U by V whole square. Simplify that. This is square 1 minus U by V whole square. Then 1 minus this is complete square A square. Here the square root and this square get cancelled. N1 square k square minus beta square. N1 square k square minus beta square, maybe this is beta square by A square k square, square root and root and square get cancelled. Then n1 square minus n2 square. Clear? Up to now is clear. This derivation is not in your textbook. This is from other source I am taken. Then 1 minus, I am multiplying this 1 minus A square. Here I am taking k square common. Here in the first in this term I am taking k square common. N1 square minus beta by k whole square. Okay, by A square k square n1 square minus n2 square. A square k square here we have, and A square k square in the denominator also we have. Both will get cancelled. Here we have a bracket like this. Okay, both will get cancelled. 1 minus n1 square by beta by k whole square by n1 square minus n2 square. Okay, then take LCM. N1 square minus n2 square minus n1 square minus beta by k whole square by n1 square minus n2 square. Both will get cancelled. Then I am taking positive term first and negative term minus next beta by k whole square minus n2 square by n1 square minus n2 square. So from this we have to find beta. I need beta. So we are doing some other simplifications. Up to now is okay. All of you. We have to find out this one. Okay, our formula is d square beta by d lambda square is not equal to 0. So here we have to find beta. From this we have to find beta. For smaller values of refractive index difference, this is one statement, fact statement. For small values of the refractive index difference, delta is equal to n1 minus n2 by n1. We know that delta is n1 minus n2 by n1. Using this approximation, B is also taken as beta by k minus n2 by n1 minus n2. Right. For smaller values of refractive index difference delta is equal to n1 minus n2 by n1. Similarly, B is equal to beta by k minus n2 by n1 minus n2. So from this, B is equal to beta by k minus n2 by n1 minus n2. I'm multiplying this and finding beta. So n1 minus n2 coming this side, beta by k minus n2. Okay, so beta minus n2k by k. So bn1 into k minus bn2 into k is equal to beta minus n2k.